Or like Pound City on Bespin the Ass Giant.
Here's a question. Did Obi-Wan want Anakin and Padme to hook up?
You have done that yourself.
Look, while almost everything about the Star Wars prequels is a poorly written, politically charged fever dream, Padme and Anakin's relationship still manages to stand out as particularly awful. Besides the fact that the two have terrible chemistry, and that all of their lines amount to little more than, "I love you, for real." Yeah, like even more than granular material composed of finely divided rock and mineral particles.
I don't like sand.
Despite that, the whole basis for their relationship is flat out nuts.
You're a slave? I'm a person, and my name is
John C.
Why is Padme even interested in Anakin? When they meet, he's only 9 years old. I mean, she may have only been 14 herself, but there aren't that many freshmen in high school looking to bang fourth graders. Oh, and she was the queen of an entire damn planet. That adds a few mental years between her and the booger-eating sand slave, who almost certainly hasn't had the talk yet beyond boys have lightsabers and girls have sarlaccs.
Well, if it works.
When they meet again, a whopping freaking 10 years later, Padme's a big city girl trying to have it all. And all in this case means balancing political infighting with repeated assassination attempts. Just because Anakin is now old enough to star in Barely Legal Padawans Gone Wild doesn't mean that she's gonna connect with a supposedly sexless, chaste wizard priest with a rat tail.
What?
They have absolutely no common ground save for their prior shared adventure when he was an overly precocious child and she was a teenager who looked and behaved like an adult. That's what they build their love on? The rapport they used to have back when they were separated by an ocean of puberty and acting prowess? And sorry, Jake. I know it's not your fault, but it's true.
I'm a person.
But the real issue here is how the Jedi, and in particular Obi-Wan, do virtually nothing to stop them from hooking up. How can they not detect Anakin's brightly glowing Force junk? Is Palpatine using his clouding power to disguise Anakin's constant leering, or how suspiciously pointy his robes become whenever Padme walks by?
I'm in agony.
Either Obi-Wan is incredibly poor at reading into phrases like, "I've thought about her every day since we parted, and she's forgotten me completely," or he just straight up wants them to get down. Yes. After all, Obi-Wan decides the best course of action is to send the two lovebirds to what amounts to the sexiest part of the sexiest planet in the whole sexy galaxy, Naboo.
More like Naboo bees. More like Mons Pubis Calamari. Or like Pound City on Bespin the Ass Giant.
I shouldn't have done that.
And somebody really should have checked Padme's bags to see how many leather dominatrix outfits she packed, because it was at least one.
It'll take us to a place we cannot go.
If you really can't find literally any other Jedi in the galaxy to guard Padme's svelte body, then at least send the two somewhere unsexy like Dagobah. Shit. That place is like one big hot tub. Yes. Well, at least make them sleep inside of a fresh tauntaun or something. And anyway, if they're really supposed to hide from would-be assassins, why would they pick the one planet she's literally been the queen of? Everybody there knows who she is. The only conclusion is that for some reason, the Jedi were secretly rooting for these two to get together, even though the fire from their young groins would burn down the entire Republic in the Jedi Order.